Guys, my story tonight. Before I jump into the story, I have a quick update from Sierra.
Oh, dope.
So Sierra is the one who shared my story from a couple episodes ago, Brigham Indian School. So she was like, she hit me back up. She was like, amazing job. You did so good or whatever. She said something like that. No, just kidding. But she reached out to her homie who was with her, Hami.
Okay.
She's like, bro, do you remember that night? Do you remember if anyone has the photo? Did anyone take a photo? And she says, I know that's dumb. Like I should have done that first, but here we are. So she said, she didn't get a photo, but Hami just gave a couple more details that I think make it a little more scary. So if you don't remember, go back and listen. Quick recap. They go out to a haunted place in Brigham City and they're exploring for quite a while. As they're leaving, they're in their car. They turn on their headlights and there's a man standing there with what she said, I think is a crowbar. Hami has since confirmed it was a crowbar. Okay. He's like, no, yeah, he definitely had a crowbar. And he approaches the car, gets closer and closer until they're able to get out of there.
Yeah.
Then they go back to investigate. Find a camera on the ground at the exact same spot that they saw the man. They flick through the photos, and Sierra clearly remembers one photo of a naked woman standing in front of the camera, hair like down to her knees, which for some reason, even right now saying that again, gives me chills.
Yeah, that's definitely creepy.
The super long hair, I'm like, yo, what's going on here? Anyway, so she's like, Hami, super random question. I'm trying to send the story into the Scary Podcast. Do you remember when we all went to that house and that old man was walking towards us? Do you remember what he was holding? And do you remember where we were? He goes, yeah, LOL. He was holding a crowbar. We were in Brigham City. I think it was the Indian reservation. She said, haha, thank you. Then she asked more questions about the pics. And he says, I remember that one of the pics of the camera was the actual guy chasing after us.
What?
So before we were like, does the camera link to the guy? Is it so weird? Hami confirms, no. One of the photos on the reel of the camera was the dude who was chasing them. He said, he kind of describes how he knows, like he looked the same jacket or something, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
He said also when he was walking towards us, he kept slamming his crowbar into the ground. LOL.
LOL?
And then he said, and our homie Joe was about to ask the dude for directions. What a dumbass. And then he said, I remember that pic of the pregnant woman, but I remember the picture of the guy so much more vividly. I remember seeing him chase after us so vividly that shit struck fear in my being. LMAO.
LMAO. You heard it here first.
Anyway, I just want to give a quick update on that.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. Like I said, I had a couple stories, but we're going to go with one. This story comes to us from friend of the podcast, Isaac. So at Isaac Picks with a Z on IG.
What up?
Hell yeah. Thanks, boy.
Isaac, I'm not going to lie, a little bit of a badass. I don't know if he lives in Wyoming, but he definitely spends a ridiculous amount of time in Wyoming. He's a nature photographer.
Dope.
Very comfortable outside. And I looked through all his photos, incredible photos. And he's not you can tell he's very comfortable outdoors. Like he's photographing grizzlies and bears and moose and
dope.
Every manner of wildlife you can think of. So him and his homies, I could imagine, are outside all the time, trying to get cool shots, trying to find cool places. And this night they decide they want to check out the abandoned church in the forest of Wyoming. And I think it's somewhere near Jackson Hole.
An abandoned church in Wyoming.
So they head out. It's quiet. It's cold. The moon is shining. And they walk up to this church. And I have one still of them walking up to the church. And he took this on his iPhone. So he's a professional photographer. This photo doesn't reflect that. I'm going to airdrop to you, Deej. No.
Holy shit.
Okay, you just saw the end of the story.
Okay. Holy
So don't
shit.
say anything. So add that one.
Yeah, I will.
Are you scared?
I have to pee.
Okay, well, keep clicking.
Okay.
Don't look, Sean. Dang, I
Sean, don't look.
We didn't get your genuine reaction.
You did. It was just early.
So they're out in the woods going to this church, and he sees this.
Just wait. So, as DJ's setting it up, you set it up?
Yeah.
Okay, don't let him see.
Okay.
All right. Like I said, nature photographer. He takes pictures of all kinds of creatures: bears, owls, foxes. I get the feeling from this dude, honestly and truly, like he's not stressed by anything. Like he's very comfortable. Okay. So they're going out to this abandoned church. They're walking up to it. There's a photo of them walking up to it. Super creepy. They do their thing, probably take some photos, some long exposures, and pack up. Nothing really happened. Let's take off. As they come out of the church, both of them look down the path, and backlit by the moon, kind of like I am right now, they see the silhouette of this owl in a tree.
Okay.
Isaac says, "Whoa, hold on." Pulls out his phone. "I'm going to take a photo real quick." Turns on the long exposure and presses take. If you ever taken a long exposure with your phone, you know it takes a couple seconds. It's collecting all the data.
Yeah.
Sees the little bar spinning, and his iPhone takes the photo. Turns his brightness up. Him and his friend come in close. He looks at the photo, and it looks kind of odd. It's a weird looking owl. And he pinches and zooms in on the thing. And his heart stops. And him and his friend look at each other, turn, and sprint as fast as they can to their car. So DJ, and if you're listening on podcast app, you're going to have to go to our IG at the 3am pod. We're going to share a photo that Isaac shared on his TikTok. DJ, pull the photo up. And DJ reacted to it earlier.
I still have chills, but
put yourself in this situation. You're in the dark forest and you zoom in on this photo that you just took with your phone.
Okay. No.
Zoom in, bro.
That's not an owl. Holy shit, dude. Zoom in. What the is that? I don't like that, dude. No. Yep, we're getting out of here, dog.
no, I literally have chills all over my body. I feel like I don't like looking at this thing. So what we see is a person hiding behind a tree with half of its face just shrouded in darkness and the other half revealed by the light, whatever ambient light is there. But somebody in chat said my heart is in my stomach, and it made it worse when you zoomed in, and I feel the same.
I think we need to find out what it is.
Yeah.
I second guess my GTFOing. I think we need to shine a light.
Sean runs at it. Guys, this is from Isaac. Isaac Takes Pics or something like that. He has an Instagram where I think this blew up. This came across my feed. He had a link to his IG, so I, from the 3am pod, hit him up, and I was like, bro, terrifying. Do you mind if I tell this to the boys and share your photo? And he's like, go for it.
And he has a decent following.
Yeah, if you want to pull up, I don't know. I have a link. Do you want to watch? Dude, just watch. Let's watch the TikTok.
I have a really good one for this, and it has nothing to do with animals. And warning, if you're easily spooked by the paranormal, I would not watch
So
this.
Isaac Takes Pics on
Earlier
TikTok.
This summer, me and a buddy were
But I think this blew
exploring
up.
a supposed haunted church in the middle of the woods out here in Wyoming at night. And on the way back, we spotted something in the tree that was illuminated by the moon. And at first, I thought it was an owl just perched there. So I took a long exposure photo just with my iPhone. And the second we zoomed in and looked at it, we booked it out of there because it scared the living daylights out of us. I'll let you guys decide what you think it is, because to this day, we have no idea. But I wasn't about to stick around to find out. So without further ado, here's the photo. All right,
Okay,
what is
cut
the
it.
scariest photo
Hit
I've
up his IG real quick from Notion if you can, DJ. Dude is incredible. Dude is super talented. But yeah, some of you might have seen that on TikTok because, yeah, it's blowing up because it's terrifying.
It makes it worse that it was in the tree.
Yeah.
Like not at ground level.
So terrifying.
It was like in a tree.
Yeah, very sizable following. 156K.
It's almost as big as ours.
Wildlife photography.
Dude, yeah, he's way good.
Yeah, incredible.
Cool.
I think he legit is like
he out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, shout out Isaac. Thanks for letting us share your photo, share your story. Dude.
Wild.
That's not okay. That's crazy. I feel like running away is just as terrifying. Turning your back towards whatever that is.
Ooh, and you can feel it right there.
Bro, I'm squaring up.
I felt that every day, like as a child, like just walking upstairs.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Feel
I still
something.
get a boost of like adrenaline.
Yeah.
When I walk upstairs after turning off the light, it's like, oh.
And I don't like to look because that makes it real.
Yeah.
But it's also just still.
It's like, what do you do?
Yeah. Lose.
You got to become the nightmare. If I learned anything from those old 90s films.
Oh, from the Big Green. Yeah. Become the nightmare. Words of wisdom. Shout out Isaac. Thank you so much. And that's me tonight.
Okay.
Stories with photos, just like.
Make them so much more scarier.
Yeah. Anyway, let's close. Let's close the episode and then we'll hang out with chat for a while. Yeah.
Yep.
Just
Yeah.
for a minute.